All right, fight fans, we got two fighters ready to get tonight started. Let's bring them out to Unified Cage. First up in the blue corner, Patrick Laboucan.
First fighter to the Unified Cage. In the amateur ranks, it will be Patrick Laboucan. John Ramdeen, Mitch Clark, your broadcast team. And there you see we get our first glimpse of Mr. Laboucan in this flyweight contest.
There we go. And yeah, looking to get his first victory tonight. Be interesting to see tonight. Him and his brother are fighting tonight as well. So be interesting, especially at this weight class. It's always up in the air. It's such a highly dynamic fight weight, for me at least.
Well, we don't have a team for these guys, so
Team Laboucan.
Yeah, Team Laboucan.
There we go.
And we've seen that
Yeah.
throughout mixed martial arts history, siblings training with each other to help them grow, to help them improve in the combat sports realm. Louis Jourdain just joined Charles Jourdain, the first Canadian brother duo to join the UFC.
I think it's also helpful because sometimes we see siblings, they're in totally different weight classes.
Yep.
Like the Usman brothers are being like, one's a heavyweight, one's 170 and 85, right? Both these guys are 125ers, so at least they're used to training with people at their fight weight, which is definitely not always a thing, especially at this weight class, because the pool isn't as deep necessarily as some of the other weight classes. So finding someone you can train hard with at your weight class is definitely a big plus.
And Patrick Laboucan, as we pointed out, has already been inside of the cage as an amateur. Things did not go his way. Would like to change his fate for this upcoming contest as we welcome in his opponent.
His opponent making his way to the Unified Cage in the red corner, Adrian Burton.
Adrian Burton, representing Edmonton, fighting out of Kamikaze Punishment, looking for his first victory as an amateur.
Someone's O has got to go. Unless it's a draw or a double knockout, then that's on me. But it's fun to say. It rhymes. But training with a strong team, large team, which, it makes a big difference. But at the end of the day, it's two people in there and a dude with a shirt, so.
But you and I were talking before just about the mental aspects.
Oh, yeah.
And how, those things can really impact your performance. And just when you have a team behind you, you can feel that support, right?
Totally.
You have all these people that say, we put the time and energy, we believe in you. Now just trust in the process and try to go out and be free.
Well, you're able to really pull from other people's experience of fight camp, knowing the ups and downs of the fight camp itself, the coaches, those types of things. And to be honest, I don't know enough about Laboucan's coaching. Who do they have there? Because it's not listed. But overall, having a lot of knowledge that you can really pull from, knowledge and experience to pull from, makes a big difference. So, but at the same time, both these guys are 0-1. Both these guys are facing off in unified MMA, and they're the only ones in there.
Adrian Burton just looking more physically imposing.
But at the same time, there's a height difference.
Yep.
So if Laboucan can use his length to his advantage, that makes a big difference. Especially depending on stylistically, if he's a long striker, those types of things. But the weight difference is definitely apparent, even just seeing them in the same vicinity.
And just the body language. You look at Burton, he's trying to get in the groove, trying to get in the zone. You look up at Laboucan, kind of taking a couple of deep breaths, looks a little concerned, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But all those things, they might not matter as soon as the ref says, let's scrap.
Yeah, 100%. I think, because some people can just turn on a dime, and that's on them, so to speak. Everyone's flip switches at a different time. Some guys come in jazzed, ready to go, and then as soon as they hit the ring, it turns off. So everyone's different. Everyone's mental aspect of the game is different. So I'm interested to see how this turns out. You see a lot of really relaxed, and now Laboucan looks over his partner, warming up, moving, that type of thing. He's like, oh, maybe I should shake it out a little bit. And that's an important thing.
All right, to get this flyweight affair started, Don Andrews.
Good evening, fight fans. Tonight we come to you live on YouTube from the River Cree Resort and Casino here in Enoch, Alberta, as Canada's ultimate proving ground returns to its home province with another night of high-level Canadian mixed martial arts. It's all brought to you by Perfect Sports. Welcome to Unified 64! Our first fight tonight, scheduled three-minute rounds in our Unified Challenger Flyweight division. This fight sponsored by Slammables. Introducing first, this man fighting out of the blue corner. Standing 5 foot 6 inches tall, his official weight, 116.8 pounds. His amateur record, no wins, 1 loss. Fighting as an independent from Valley View, Alberta. Please welcome Patrick Laboucan. Across the cage, his opponent, this man, fighting out of the red corner. Standing 5 foot 5 inches tall, his official weight, 124.2 pounds. His amateur record, no wins, 1 loss. Fighting out of kamikaze punishment here in Edmonton, Alberta. Please welcome Adrian Burton. The sound of the bell, your referee in charge is Andy Social.
Andy Social, your third man inside of the cage. 3-minute rounds. Mixed martial arts. The amateur ranks. Burton in the gray shorts with the black trim. Laboucan in the, is that brown? Green.
You can definitely see the size disparity there.
Laboucan, that round kick targeting the skull of Burton.
Nicely blocked by Burton though. And Laboucan looking to move, touch and go, that kind of thing. Like to see him kind of measure out his jab a little bit, and here comes the takedown. Right to half guard.
Little resistance. No resistance.
Well, and Laboucan searching for that guillotine from half guard. It's hard to pull off, especially when your opponent's so deep and now is in side control. And realistically, Burton should be looking for that Von Flue choke from side control.
It almost looked like there was tap there,
yeah.
but
and that's part of the trouble with holding on to that guillotine when it's already gone, unfortunately. Nice little mount transition there from Burton.
And this is the point where Burton is just there to stress out Laboucan, right? Just try to make it as rough of a ride as possible.
Yeah, Laboucan doing a good job of like keeping his head off of the cage and kind of like starting to work up. But in this position now, as you see, his shoulders are starting to come up off onto the cage a little bit, which does allow for more movement. The key here is to like basically put as much cervical pressure as possible, putting just the head on the cage so they can't move, they can't turn, that type of thing. But looks like he's going for Ezekiel from bottom.
And you saw the damage already on the ribs of Laboucan from the shots landed by Burton.
Yeah.
You would looks like Laboucan thinking about giving up his back arm lock. Yeah.
But nice little back in transition. Actually, a lot smarter.
Yeah. It's about time. Laboucan in big trouble. The tap is there, and Burton making it look relatively easy as he dispatches his adversary Patrick Laboucan in the first round. Adrian Burton improves and gets his first victory as an amateur mixed martial arts competitor.
I feel like he did more damage running his face into the cage at the end of the fight than Kirk during the fight, unfortunately. But, you know, styles make fights, and it is tough when you are in that 116 range. We don't have enough fighters here. You see that more kind of like in one. You see some of the 115-pound fighters.
That's where you got to go.
Yeah. Just due to the size discrepancy, and like even then you'd probably better go 105 just if you're walking around 116.8. Yeah. Unfortunately, cutting weight is a part of the game. Amateur, not so much, but you can tell that Burton was the much more physically imposing fighter.
The two fighters with big smiles on their faces. Laboucan saying something about his pants coming down.
Yeah.
A wild encounter, but it was one that was really controlled right from the get-go by Adrian Burton. Saw his opportunity, even though some kicks were coming his way. seized the moment, put the fight on the ground, and just took his time and eventually found the
couple
back.
strikes
Yep.
and to take down transition. And that was the key to the game, was getting it to where he was strongest.
All right, for the official decision, Don Andrews.
Fight fans, referee Andy Social seen enough, calls a stop to this fight. 1 minute 54 seconds of the first round for your winner by tap due to rear naked choke. In the red corner, Adrian Burton.
Style points for Adrian Burton.